Flash is gonna sit down and take it. Let's go into game number 2. This is match point. Outplay might go home here if the hometown heroes go really fast. Look at how deep D7 is already.
D7 outright going into the faces of Outplay.
Here's the thing. All it really is just to let you know I'm not gonna let you have a good time, because again, this is a mental sport, right? This is a game that they play with their heads. And if minute number 1, you're already like anxious about where they're gonna be, your rotation, whether you realize it or not, is gonna be just a little bit slower.
Oh, wait.
It doesn't seem like D7 will be able to stay alive for much longer though. Shark is constantly tailing onto him, but that's not gonna do anything as, of course, D7 flickers himself out.
It looks like Shark may have had the bonk on cooldown, because that was almost a confirmed kill.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Definitely. Here up top, Donut is basically, well, I mean, Donut is poking out
Essentially.
basically. Essentially. I'm gonna use that.
I got you. You're welcome. That's free for now. Going into the in-game items, I wonder how they started. Oh, look at Basic. Look at Basic. What's he rushing here?
I kind of feel like he wants the corrosion scythe as quickly as possible. So if someone tries to dive in, he can slow them down. So I think that's going to be the early item. Again, going up against Leslie, it's not a good idea for you to go steal Lake Place just because it's through damage. Yeah. So why even bother?
Oh, they catch Shama!
It's Shama trying to get himself away. He did manage to successfully do that. OP has constantly trying to find all of these moments. And as LaFell said, trying to make things simple. You catch one, you collapse.
Oh, we're 10 seconds away from this first turtle of the game, and it looks like Outplay is first on the scene. And look at this lane switch. They're trying to get CCAT to level 4 so that the turtle take is going to be more closer to 50-50.
ATM emerges out of the Black Dragon form and circles around on top of Best Player. Best Player takes the turtle for themselves as ATM runs away with all the Sharias built up on him. He's still doing a pretty good job in trying to hold everyone away from CCAT, but that's not going to work too well. ATM finds himself down, D7 behind of CCAT, and now OP takes themselves 2 kills and a single turtle.
A free turtle plus 2 kills on the way out. OP have not been taken down just yet. They are currently on the board, but wait, is it basically forcing the issue here? Is he overstaying?
No, I think it's fine, honestly. I'm just surprised that Hoon was showing that he was the better Yuzong. That was actually quite the sight, but again, this does show Outplayed. Now they're doing a little bit well because, again, their composition, they're minimizing the mistakes, the potential mistakes coming up, and now Ureshi is being more aggressive against ATM, and you can even see that there's a difference in level here. It's not going to be much after ATM clears this lane, but again, this shows what happens when a team finally gets a role, when they know what they have to do with the heroes that they have.
Gentlemen, is this Signs of Life basically picked up his corrosion scythe, and for the first time in this series, OP are in the driver's seat. They're up by 1,000 gold 3 minutes in.
But the question is, how far and how long can they maintain this lead? What must they be doing here in order to keep this lead going or even grow it out?
That's right, we've seen teams get an early lead like this and flub it out in the mid-game. I'm hoping Outplay, and he catch a hook!
D7 immediately goes for the hook and will be able to bring Hoon down. They're going to be continuing this onslaught, and Burnex Flash continues to march on forward to ensure that the lane is all clear.
I would say that's pretty worth it still because, again, they got a lot out of that. D7 gets another hook, but it is against Shark. Shark will be fine. But again, this is one of those situations where anything can happen based on the roamer sphere. Donut so far doing quite well. He has a 1-kill lead against basically, and now the turtle has spawned.
Of course, the turtle gonna be under the taking of Best Player 1. He's constantly trying to be in the face of the turtle and trying to get every opportunity to get the turtle buff on himself, get the gold for his team as well. Basically can definitely come into the fight. As for now, the rest of the members from the side of OP just collapses onto themselves. ATM joins into the fray, goes over the backside, 3-man petrify. But unfortunately, he will be able to push basically away, but no one else comes in to follow up. ATM still dies in the midst of it all.
Deja vu, another 2 for none, plus a free turtle take. Thank you so much for hosting us here, says Outplay, as they go ahead and force it. Oh, grab that purple! Grab that purple!
Right now, Chama is not having a good game. ATM, honestly, it was a very good shot that he got 3, he got 4, but Chima doesn't want to go in. I don't know. We got to look at the itemization. What is he prioritizing right now? Why didn't he go for that kill. But again, it was amazing. Hoon and Shark on point. They actually staggered their skills together. The Aluminum Blast slowing the opponents down, and then Hoon dashes into a perfect situation where he can use the real manipulation. So there's absolutely nothing you can do but take the brunt of the Aluminum Blast as well as the real manipulation. Very, very beautiful engage.
It's very much of an AoE game for OUTPLAY. They just want to dominate in these kind of team fights, and it's been showing it is working. Burnex Flash, yes, they may be able to get a couple of these hooks in, but it doesn't seem like Burnex Flash have got that burst potential or a follow-up that can really capitalize on these pickoffs.
And now we're seeing a weakness in that all-encompassing draft, the amazing coverage that Burnex Flash has. Yes, they can protect their cores. Yes, they can put up an amazing box. But when the opponents aren't biting, when they're not allowing that, what do? A hook!
Oh, a double RWM! And they're all just going to be working on his ATM, riding on to Hoon. He's trying to zone everyone else away, but he's just going to be all alone. But he focuses onto Burnex Flash. ATM, he wants to get away, he can't do so. As now, the Appraiser's Wrath launches down onto ATM. Burnex Flash, they want to come back onto this. They would want to take the middle lane for steel turrets.
Honestly, after all of that, and the only one that they really sacrificed was ATM, Rishi goes back in.
He's not done! He's not done! He goes in with a Mightiest Warrior, and he just wants to hold out to the front lines as a Terrifier lands on top of D7, and they continue to mow down the rest of this lawn and possibly get themselves a turtle soup.
Oh, very close!
There we go.
His retry don't miss! Shema very low. This is how you do it! OP did slip up a little. I mean, it's less basically his fault, more D7 having hot hands. But I gotta say, what a recovery. 7 minutes in, 3K ahead. OP are buying time on the map. Not a single turret taken by Burnex Flash. But never ever count out the fact that a single hook into a bloody hunt could change things.
What happened during the break, man?
What did they do?
What did Coach Dali say?
They got some sting? I don't know.
They calmed their nerves.
That's a Burnex Flash thing down bottom.
ATM gonna go down by the hands of basically, as he's still gonna be relatively far away. RWM locks down on the basic, and the hook connects, and he's gonna go straight down as well. D7 forcing the issue, wanting to bring Breath Player down, but it doesn't seem like he will be able to do quite much. CCAT continues on to the pursuit, wants to bring Shark down, and Shamar joins to the fray. Don't see Best Player just yet, but he's still gonna be around the area. Ureshi, likewise, is gonna do the same thing. I don't think that it's gonna be much of a value from Ureshi, as he's going to be fronting this fight all alone as Donut holds it off. Mightiest Warriors not gonna go anywhere.
By the hand of his old friend, Ureshi's taken down by Donut, who I didn't even notice was having an amazing early in the mid-game 4-1 on this Leslie.
No, honestly, we gotta look at how Burnex Flash is approaching the fights, but before that, Best Player
not looking good, as now the Star Rescue stacks up onto him. Burnex Flash wants to mount a comeback, and they want to ensure that OP do not take the river line.
As I was saying, man, Burnex Flash, they're creating so much space. Look at ATM, 0, 4, and 3. Those 4 deaths, he's giving space.
The Bloody Hunt connects, and Shark finds himself in uncharted territory. And now RWM is just going to be popped right on top of Hoon, and ATM continues with the Black Dragon form, albeit to not much value.
Let LaFell speak.
Dude, like, I've been interrupted so many times, but so far, the movements coming in from Burnex Flash, what they're really doing is making sure that ATM pushes Hoon away, because look at the items coming in from Burnex Flash. They do not have magic resist just yet. They're focusing on their own HP, they're focusing on damage, and this makes it so that Hoon does maximum damage at this point in the game.
Right.
So ATM, he's ready to die. All he got to make sure is that Hoon is not in the fray.
And now at this point, at this juncture, I wonder if it's still in OP's best interest to blitz this Lord, because they know that Burnex Flash is packing heat, specifically that Leslie, specifically Donut. And now look at the Iron Hawk, that's pretty high, 30%. And now look, they dive on one!
Ureshi stands down onto D7. The front lines of Burnex Flash is pretty much taken down already, as CCAT is going to be in a good position, popping the RWN. Hoon escapes with a stolen Black Dragon form, and they are ready to re-emerge again when Burnex Flash does not have the Franco.
That's a DBDF, defensive Black Dragon form, and they re-engage once more, continuing that blitz. They see Donut. I wonder.
Oh, now they do.
Oh no.
Donut.
He's not doing anything yet.
He's still scouting. Okay, they don't know yet.
They don't. The animation shows, but they don't.
Yeah, right
It's
now,
a risky one.
Donut has to be very, very careful here. D7.
4 best player to take down the Lord as ATM and Shaman both gonna be taken down 2 for 2 coming from both sides. Donut's gonna be on the front line. If the backwards, he's gonna be safe for now as these MSC Cat is just gonna be making sure that they will be able to escort Donut away.
Oh, 3 left for side OP and side BXF, 2 for 2. Who won that trade, LaFell?
Dude, definitely Outplay, man, because here's the thing, you look at how much damage that Donut had to take. Even though we were talking about how Valentina essentially is kind of like a utility mid laner, but the thing is, I play Valentina, man, and the thing is, Valentina is one of those heroes you don't expect it, but deals quite a lot of damage, especially now that the Lightning Truncheon has been built up. Look at the Valentina. Already have the Clock of Destiny, the Lightning Truncheon. The Enchanted Talisman is just to make sure that she can spam her skills a lot. A lot of crowd control, but again, the damage is a lot. Donut does not have any defenses.
Something else to talk about. Look at Shark. He built a Twilight armor. He knows that the burst, he knows that ATM is out for blood. So even if he does meet the Black Dragon, he knows that he can just stand there and say, petrify me!
Dude, right now, OP, they're in a very, very, very good situation. It looks like the reverse. Vertex Flash, now they want to make sure that they get enough items to deal damage. But the thing is, Twilight Armor is the bane of a Leslie. They got to make sure that the Twilight Armor is down, then they can get the kill.
OUTPLAY is currently having the winning position.
Whoa!
I almost cast a custom.
Matrix
Just
moment.
so close.
Matrix moment for basically there.
But they are in a winning position, right?
I think at that point, he was reminded of his kindergarten days. His life flashed before his eyes.
There was this one embarrassing moment. Oh!
Basically was very close to getting caught there, but now, I don't know, Leo, OP is in a very good position.
Great position. The best we've seen them in every single series, I'd say, in MSC. 2.4k ahead, owning a majority of the map, not losing a single turret. So that speaks volumes of how well they've controlled this game. But, again, note, D7 has been hot on his hooks. Folks, 30% on an Iron Hook is very high. And there you go, another close goal. Luminum Blast set up.
No flicker coming in from him just yet. So Vertex Flash pretty much knows that OP does not have much of an initiation way as ATM just gonna be diving right in. 3-man Petrify basically gets caught and OP lost the win condition. But at least they still have Hoon. He's just gonna be walking around the place. The front line's coming from the side of OP. He's still gonna be holding out well as best player finds himself taken down by the true damage from the side of Donut. They are all just gonna be running it down. As Rishi's not gonna be doing quite much. Shock joins in. Donut.
What?
So darn close! But Ureshi continues to fight as he doesn't stay alive for long enough. And Shaman goes in. He found Chump! And he still found on! He gets himself a triple kill!
Chiba is putting on a show. Burn X Flash are feeling it. That's a wipeout for the hometown heroes as they convert straight into a Luminous Lord.
Dude, feel the crowd right now.
Long drawn out fight. And from that single fight, Burn X Flash gotten themselves the 2,000 gold advantage.
Right now, we gotta look at the replay, and this is the thing. Hoon should have been able to kill Donut, man. That one basic attack.
Yep.
He has one vampiric mud, and that was enough. That was enough to get enough HP to survive the damage from Hoon. Hoon tried his best to run away. But again, you stole a landslide. All this is not going to beat out the landslide.
Okay, consider this. Even if Hoon did get Donut down, who could say that would have been very different? Because Chima was still there. Chima would have still just cleaned up house. And now, tables have turned. Now OP are the defensive.
How the turns has tabled. That is a tough fight for Burn X Flash, just on purpose. As now the Luminous Lord marches right in as he fights for the team. The hook lands and the bloody hunt onto best player 1. The rest of the fight from Burn X Flash marches on and collapses themselves onto Boon as well. 2 players down for the side of OP. Donut still hangs behind as ATM opens up the map, or rather opens it all to ensure that OP does not march in any closer to a 5-man stack of Burn X Flash. No creep so far. Ureshi holds it out. He still wants to bring the team onto a winning game, but he sacrifices himself. He's not able to do quite much right now. Basically, he's still going to be alive, but Shut doesn't have much edge to work with. D7 left the hook. And that is how Burn X Flash turn it around. with a reverse sweep.
Hear the crowd roar as the Cambodian champions move on to the knockout.